right, so I'm gonna do a bonus video for you here. So this is, again, this is for my do-it-yourselfers. This is for my people that are gonna sell on their own. All right, so I'm Ashley, Keller Williams Real Estate Everett. So okay, so we have now completed the 3-part series for presentation, but here's the bonus stuff, okay, for presentation. And what you really need to think about in this part is how do you get this information easily? All right, so you want to get like the sort of, this is like kind of like the stats of your house. So this would be like your square footage, your finished square footage, your unfinished square footage. You might have some of this already. Probably the easiest place to get it would be to go to the county's website. If you bought your house recently, it might be available on Zillow, but here's the thing you got to remember. You need to double check that all of that is accurate, okay? Because here's the thing, right? Like the way the MLS contracts are written, they offer you some protection, okay? But, in this place where you have to disclose information and all that stuff, I mean, you just need to be careful. So you just want to make sure you're disclosing information and it's correct. Anyway, so the point is you want to get the stats in your house. Make sure that gets uploaded when you upload to the MLS. The other thing that you want to do is you want to put together a nice description of your house. So that listing description, gosh, there's tons of examples. I mean, there's loads of listings online. I mean, you could like literally take one that you think seems nice and basically write it like, write about your house in that way, right? Kind of like use it. So you'll do that. And yeah, I mean, I think that this is going to like kind of like segue us, this bonus video, right into, right into like the contracts and all that stuff, right? Like, yeah, it's going to segue nicely. So the other thing to remember is if you can do it, an open house is a nice exposure, right? Because every time you, make like a tweak on Zillow, it like adjusts the ranking of your house with the other houses. So you want to be able to take advantage of that. Right now we're not allowed to do open houses. I'm not sure how you would know that. Yeah, well, you just kind of keep a pulse on what's going on with your market, and then maybe you'll just know. So yeah, open houses. You may want to, if you know some local brokers in the area, you may want to just like invite them to come and tour the house. I mean, it's a bit of a double-edged sword, right? Because obviously, these local brokers might try to, help you list your house or have them listed or whatever. But, it might be worthwhile, especially if you're cooperating with a buyer's agent, just to have them come over and you can do like a private tour. The other thing that we need to think about once you're listed is how are people going to tour your house? So I've heard a lot of different things. I mean, I think this could be more or less challenging if you're living in your house, right? So yeah, do you get a key box? Like maybe, you could go to like Home Depot and you could get like one of those, like I think Master Lock makes one where it's just like a little dial and you could put a spare key in there. And then when people contact you, you could have them go to that key box. I'm not sure that I would necessarily recommend that. So probably, gosh, this is really tough. Because you probably will need to be at every showing. So maybe you just don't get a key box at all. Maybe people make the appointment, you're there, and you walk them through the house or stand out front while they walk through it, something like that, right? Because here's the thing, real estate agents, we like have a background check. We get like fingerprinted. We, to get like the approval to access lock boxes, we had to like jump through some hoops. So we're not just like whoever, Jesse Joe or whatever, who calls and wants to come and look at your house. So, there is like kind of like a safety factor. So you'll just have to kind of like weigh that on your own and figure out what you feel comfortable with. I mean, I've heard a lot of different things. People buy electronic locks. They give them the code. People just kind of go in, walk through the house and come back out. But again, gosh, Yeah. I don't know. It's tough. You know, you'll just have to kind of, you know, decide what you want to do. But I think there are a lot of options. So key box, electronic lock. I guess you could do like a hide a key, and then you're at every showing. Those are the 4. Yeah. So then you start doing showings. It's awesome, right? So you start doing showings. Hopefully you get an offer right away. So I will, yeah, I'll talk more about that process in the next video. If you like the video, please like and subscribe. I will see you again soon, YouTube.